It's about 5 after. I'll call the meeting. If I can call the meeting to order, please. I'm going to read the statement of compliance. Tonight, what happens since it's a reorganization, no vice president or president has been nominated or elected. The board basically, secretary takes the meeting over until the president has been elected, then I'll hand it off to the new board president. But with that, what I'll do is now read the statement of compliance. This meeting is being held in conformity to the Open Public Meetings Act. Proper public notice of the meeting was published in the local newspapers on December 24, 25, and 31st of 2016 and January 1st, 2017. If any board member or member of the public in attendance believes that this meeting is in violation of the Public Meetings Act, the Hoboken Board of Education requests that they make a statement at this time. The board wishes to make those in attendance aware that this meeting is being recorded on video and will be broadcast by the board at a later date on cable television channel 77 and FiOS channel 46. The full meeting recording will also be made available on board docs, which can be accessed through the district homepage. The Hoboken Board of Education is committed to preserving the decorum of public process and is mindful that we live in an electronic age of computers, cell phones, and other electronic communication devices. Nevertheless, we respectfully request that all meeting participants kindly silence their electronic devices during the course of the meeting, and if use of the device is necessary, we ask that you please leave the meeting room if you need to conduct personal business. Thank you, and if you'll please rise for the salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The next item on the agenda is going to be the administration of the oath of office to new elected board members. We're going to have 3 tonight, and they're going to be alphabetical order by last name. So it'll be Sheila Dallaire, Jennifer Evans, and Irene Sobolov. So we'll do this one at a time at the podium out in front of the dais here, and I'll meet you down there. If you could please meet me, I appreciate it. And off we go. State your name.
I, Sheila Dallaire,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States and this state,
under the authority of the people,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I state your name.
I, Sheila Dallaire,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
for the office of member of a Board of Education,
and that I am not disqualified as a voter,
and that I am not disqualified as a voter,
pursuant RS 19-4-1,
pursuant RS 19-4-1,
nor disqualified due to conviction of a crime
nor disqualified due to conviction of a crime
for offense listed in NJS 18A,
for offense listed in NJS 18A,
and I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
and I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
perform all the duties of that office
according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Thank you.
I state your name.
I, Jennifer Evans,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and this state
and this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I state your name.
I, Jennifer Evans,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
for the office of member of Board of Education,
for member of the Board of Education,
and that I am not disqualified as a voter
and that I am not disqualified as a voter
pursuant to RS 19,
pursuant to RS 19,
nor disqualified due to conviction of a crime
nor disqualified due to conviction of a crime
or offense listed in NJS 18A,
or offense listed in NJ 18A,
and I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
and I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
perform all duties of that office
perform all duties of that office
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
State your name.
I, Irene Corman Sobolov,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear faith and allegiance to the same
and I will bear truth, faith, and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and this state
and this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I state your name.
I, Irene Corman Sobolov,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
for the office of member of Board of Education,
for office of member of Board of Education,
and that I am not disqualified as a voter
and I am not disqualified as a voter
pursuant to RS 19,
pursuant to RS 19,
nor disqualified due to conviction of a crime
nor disqualified due to conviction of a crime
or offense listed in NJS 18A,
or offense listed in NJS 18A.
and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
perform all the duties of that office
perform all the duties of that office
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God. Thank you.
I'll be calling roll. Ms. Angley?
Here.
Mr. Biancamano?
Present.
Ms. Dallaire?
Here.
Ms. Evans?
Here.
Mr. Cluffell?
Here.
Mr. McNamara?
Here.
And Ms. Sobolov?
Here.
Okay, we have public comments. I'll take a look. I do not... do not have anyone listed as speaker for the agenda items only. There is one after the agenda has been considered. At this point, I will entertain nominations for President of the Board of Education.
I would like to make a nomination. I'd like to nominate Tom Cluffell for president.
It's a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Are there any other nominations? I'll close the floor for nominations, and I'll take a vote. Excuse me. Ms. Angley?
Yes.
Mr. Biancamano?
I would like to make a quick comment before I vote. In years past, I've stood up here at the reorganization meeting and have always discussed how common courtesy among board members should be respectful to all the board members here. And coming in tonight, I didn't receive any phone calls from Tom asking for my vote tonight for his presidency until about 6:58 p.m. tonight, where he did come up to me and say he was going to be nominated for president. So I'm going to kind of break my own rule. After a pretty rough election in November, the voters have spoken, and I think that we need to move the district forward together, whether you run on one side or another side. So Tom, I'm going to vote yes on your nomination for president tonight, and you will have my support. Thank you.
Ms. Dallaire?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Cluffell?
Yes.
Mr. McNamara?
Yes.
And Ms. Sobolov?
Yes.
Motion passes. I'm sorry, and Mr. Madigan is seated at 7:18?
Yes.
And yes, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Cluffell.
Thank you. The next order of business is nominations for vice president.
I'd like to make a nomination. I'd like to nominate Sharon Angley.
I'll second that.
Are there any other nominations? Then I'll ask for the vote to be called.
Ms. Angley?
Yes.
Mr. Biancamano?
Aye.
Ms. Dallaire?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Cluffell?
Yes.
Mr. Madigan?
Yes.
Mr. McNamara?
Yes.
And Ms. Sobolov?
Yes.
From here on, we have just I guess what we call sort of office keeping here. First thing we do is, Mr. Moffett, you read the Code of Ethics?
Yes, I will.
We have to do this?
Yes, I will. This is, I'll read into the record, the Code of Ethics. Resolved that the Hoboken Board of Education adopts the following Code of Ethics as per New NJSA 18A, and Bylaw 9271. The members of the Hoboken Board of Education recognize that they hold authority not as individuals, but as members of the board. In order to make a clear public statement of its philosophy of service to the public of the district, the board adopts this code of ethics. A, I will uphold and enforce all laws, rules, and regulations of the State Board of Education and court orders pertaining to schools. Desired changes shall be brought about only through legal and ethical procedures. B, I will make decisions in terms of the education, welfare of children, and will seek to develop and maintain public schools which meet the individual needs of all children regardless of their ability, race, creed, sex, or social standing. C, I will confine my board action to policy making, planning, and appraisal, and I will help frame policies and plans only after the board has consulted those who will be affected by them. D, I will carry out my responsibility not to administer the schools, but together with my fellow board members to see that they are well run. E, I will recognize that authority rests with the Hoboken Board of Education and will make no personal promises nor take any private action that may compromise the board. F, I will refuse to surrender my independent judgment to special interest or partisan political groups, or to use the schools for personal gain or for the gain of friends. G, I will hold confidential all matters pertaining to the schools which, if disclosed, would needlessly injure individuals or the schools. In all other matters, I will provide accurate information and, in concert with my fellow board members, interpret to the staff the aspirations of the community for its schools. H, I will vote to appoint the best qualified personnel available after consideration of the recommendation of the Chief Administrative Officer. I will support and protect school personnel in proper performance of their duties. J, I will refer all complaints to the Chief Administrative Officer and will act on the complaints at public meetings only after failure of an administrative solution. The board shall see that all members of the board receive training in understanding and adhering to this code of ethics and shall discuss it annually at a regularly scheduled public meeting. Each member shall sign documentation that he or she has received a copy of it and has read and understood it. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Ms. Moffett. Do we have to vote on these? What's our habit?
No, the history on this is that we usually, they'll send preferences to you and the Vice President, and you'll consult with one another and provide this information at a later date.
I'm sorry, what information?
That was the approval of committees.
Oh, yeah, no, let's go about this. Do we vote on this?
You can vote for it in a consent agenda,
Part of the consent
or you can do
agenda,
it
okay.
individually. It's your choice.
Just making sure. Approval of the committees is, we have committee meetings next week in advance of our January 17th meeting. So I would suggest that for right now, we continue with the committees as is. I will contact each and every one of you and look at your schedules and preferences and try to figure out the best fit for everyone. So can we leave it at that for the time being? Okay. A couple of other things that need to be filled in. Peter, you were the New Jersey School Boards Association delegate.
That's correct.
Would you like to continue in that?
Yes, I would.
Anybody
If I may, if the other board members.
Anybody object to that? You've done it in the past. And,
Yeah, the last 2 years, right.
I was the Hudson County School Boards Association representative or delegate. John, are you interested in that?
Yeah, if you don't want it, Tom, I'll do it.
Yeah, and it's open to everyone. But, okay.
Yeah,
I'll be
If
joining
no
you.
one-
I'll probably join you at a couple of those.
all right, we'll go
okay?
together. I'll let you drive, Tom.
That's nice. See how well this works? And then on 411, we'll just fill in the appropriate names for board president and vice
Right.
president.
That's correct.
So with those changes, can I ask for a motion on the consent agenda or those notices?
Motion?
Second.
Motion by Ms. Sobolov.
Yep.
And motion
By Peter, you second it?
Okay, motion by Peter. I'll call roll.
Yep, please.
Ms. Angley?
Yes.
Mr. Biancamano?
Aye.
Ms. Delaire?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Klupfel?
Yes.
Mr. Madigan?
Yes.
Mr. McNamara?
Yes.
And Ms. Sokoloff?
Yes.
Motion passes. That takes us to public
Public comments.
speakers on general items and/or, we have one?
Right, we do have that. Do you want to go to general public comments? And then there's another action
Oh, I'm sorry,
section, correct?
where are we?
So that'll be action 5.01 on, which is the business portion that we tried to get on because of some requirements for field
Oh, I'm
trips
sorry,
and appointments.
I missed that, go ahead. I thought that was part of the consent.
Yeah, me too. That was for them.
I thought that was part of the consent agenda.
Yes, yeah. I thought so too.
Okay, you would like it, okay, so then we'll read it'll read 4.1. .03. Okay,
Yep, okay.
noted.
So now, public comments.
General public is Mr. Romano.
Freeholder Romano.
That's the agenda item?
This is agenda and non-agenda item.
Good evening, distinguished members of the Hoboken Board of Education. First, congratulations to Jennifer, to Irene on their re-election, and to Sheila on her election. Have to say it's very proud too of having the ability and the honor to work with you as your county representative. Looking forward to any way we can be of assistance. Congratulations to Tom and Sharon on your elections to your positions also. To Peter and John, I say I'm glad to see that you're all working together and to do the common good for the students of this system. We have a chance here. You gentlemen and ladies are doing a great job. You have a chance working with such a dynamic superintendent of schools who works for the consensus of everyone and works well with all levels of government, and you have someone who gets the job done. So again, God bless each and every one of you. As a former member of the board, I know it's not an easy position, and the important thing is working together and getting, again, what's most important, and that's the children of our community. So if we could be of any assistance, Mr. Chairman or any members on the county level, please feel free at any time for any of you to contact me, and I will support and work with you on anything. Again, thank you very much. Happy New Year to all.
Thank you. Before I ask you, I have a couple opportunity to say a couple of things here. One is, from where I can see, we have a couple of other elected officials here. We have Mayor Zimmer, council people Ravi Bala, and there she is, Tiffany Fisher. We appreciate your support coming out and your interest in the Hoboken Board of Education. So thank you for honoring us tonight with your presence, and to you, Freeholder. The Rockin' Red Wings have been invited to participate in the National Memorial Day Parade and are trying to raise money. They need a $3,000 down payment by January 20th. You can go to GoFundMe and just use their search function for either Hoboken High or Rockin' Red Wings. I checked both those search terms. We'll get you to their page. I know the kids would appreciate your support. They got a long way to go with their fundraising, but they need that $3,000 by January 20th, so I couldn't resist the opportunity. And you're having a fundraiser as well? Good, we got anything.
Dave is going to come on my TV show, which is broadcast to Comcast and Cablevision, and also reach out to all the listeners in the audience, and so hopefully we can get, together,
Great.
all of us get this done. Thank you.
Good. So if you visit GoFundMe, then share the page, like it, and everything else, and try to get some interest in that. I have no other announcements. Is there a motion to close?
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.